Hello guys, my name is Graham Osano and today is 1st of November 2018. So this is the beginning of the month and therefore we expect an analysis for the entire month. At least we need to know what we are looking for the whole of this month. Other than just looking at the daily one, we're going to check intensely on what we have for the month, if there's any trade for this month, or if you can put just one long-term trade for the entire month. Then we're going to look into that just now. So we start off with what we looked at yesterday. Yesterday we looked at EURUSD, which we are waiting for a close below some level, then a retracement to the just broken line to pick a sell position, and then the ad was that we're supposed to remain short. GBPUSD there's a pending sell limit somewhere here, and then we also had the recommendation that we're supposed to take profit, and we did take profit yesterday. Then USDJPY we are supposed to remain long. Then we also had SP500 which was retracing backwards, but then we are supposed to remain flat on that. Then gold market was short. Then Brent oil, if you are not long already, then place a pending buy limit at 75.457. So this is what we had yesterday. Today we are likely to see an opposite case. We first start with EURUSD. So there's something clear on this chart. We start from the monthly point of view because we've actually closed a month. So the first thing I'm seeing on the monthly is this. We have this line. Okay, look at it properly. We have this a support here. Price went up, came back to the same place, then went up, then there's a break below the same place, price came up, and then the same place was holding. So we actually triggered a sell somewhere here and it's still holding. So we need to put a double line here so that we see it widely. There's this a support zone, price goes up, comes down, then the same place holding, and then we break below it, price comes back to the same place, and now we are holding. So you remember this, we said previously there's this line here which was a resistance. Price broke above it, then came back to the same place, and we were looking for a buy here. But then you can see this month price actually closed below everything. So this is potentially, this month we are waiting for a sell from 1.1458. So we need to write somewhere that on the monthly chart we are actually looking for a sell. We are looking for a long-term sell from 1.1458, that is from this point, and then we have our take profit somewhere at 1.0511 with a take profit at 1.0511. So on the monthly chart we are looking for a sell. The best thing to do is to wait for price to come back to this place, then you pick a sell position and then have your take profit at 1.0511. But then we are likely to see also another case where the price may come above this place like this. We are likely to see something like this. Price may come up, then pull back down like this, then proceed upwards like this. So in such a case we recommend you look for a buy from this point, and that is likely not going to happen this month. May happen maybe early next year or maybe late of this year. Either way, as long as the price is below 1.1458, we are actually selling it. So the best to look for on this chart is a sell this month. And that marks the end of EURUSD for monthly basis. We have the month. We want to check the same chart on the weekly point of view, so we see if we have any good trade on that on the weekly chart. Here, EURUSD. We go straight to the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart we had this line here. We had that line still holding somehow, and then we also have the lower one which is here. So so far the price is still below 1.1465, and as we mentioned previously, as long as the price is below 1.1465 we are actually selling. So we want to confirm with an indicator MACD. You see, if it's showing us the MACD is short, we are below 0.00, and then the moving average, let's see, is also below. So this is still a sell. Even based on the indicators, we are still selling. So on the weekly chart, MACD is below 0.00 and moving average is above where price is. So all indicator sell. So price action, from price action, as long as the price is below 1.1465, we expect a sell position towards 1.0486. So this is what we look for on this chart. As long as the price is below 1.1465, we are actually looking for a sell. But then there's another scenario where the price may come up like this, then it may retrace back to the same place, then proceed upwards. If this is the case, then this is a buy. So based on the indicators alone, we are selling, and then on price action we are also selling. But then should the price go above 1.1465, then this is going to be a good buy position. So you may want to expand this chart like this. If you expand it, then this is a support. We have a support here. Price went up, came back to the same place, and is closing as a buy. So according to we expand this chart like this, this is actually a buy. But then if you minimize it, then we're supposed to be looking for a sell, as it is like that. So we don't want to go so much into daily. Most important now is weekly and monthly, because we are beginning the month. And then we move on to the next one, which is GBPUSD. Sorry, GBPUSD. Why is it GBPUSD? You can remember yesterday we drew a line here, resistance, broken, price came back the same place, went up, came back the same place, went up, came back the same place, and the same place is still holding. So we actually took profits and we said this was a buy. So if you bought it with us previously, then you're supposed to be in money right now. And because we are beginning the month, we need to check if that buy position is valid, or we are likely to see a downward move from the monthly chart. So on the monthly chart, there's something we need to see on this, that there is this line here. We have this line, support, then another support, then price went below it, and now the price is retreating upwards. So notice there's this big candle that actually broke above this line. We have this big candle here, then you also have this big candle breaking below. So following this break below, this is now a downtrend. We're supposed to be looking for a sell. The whatever we are seeing now is just a retracement upwards, and may not necessarily go beyond where the previous month's candle opened from. So what we recommend now is that on the monthly basis, look for a sell from the opening of the previous month's candle, and that should be level 1.3052, which is here. On the monthly chart, we are selling it. We don't want to talk much on this. We've actually seen a break below some level, and then the price is currently pulling back upwards. So this is merely just a retracement and should not proceed beyond 1.3052. So we've checked that. We have a sell here on the monthly. Then we check daily. On the daily chart, we still have this line here. Then we still have the same level still holding here. So you can basically see this was a support. Price broke below it, came back to the same place, the same place, and then we are supposed to sell from this line. So as long as we are still below 1.3073, we are actually selling. So we need to say that as long as the price is below 1.3073, we are looking for a sell, towards 1.2716, and that is that for weekly GBPUSD weekly basis. And now that takes us to the next one, which is USDJPY. So on this one, you can remember clearly there's something we said yesterday, some few days ago. We actually had a line here, and then we also had another line here. Then we had an indicator which was envelope trend indicator here. Period was 14. We drew it like that, and then it was monthly chart. So all along we've been saying that as long as the price is above this indicator, like this is like a dynamic support, it keeps oscillating, it's not one straight line. As long as the price is above it, like this, like in this case, we are looking for a buy position. So we bought somewhere here and is still holding. We actually expect the price to proceed upwards towards this line, 14.10, and then the next take profit should be around 117.95. So we need to say that as long as the price is above 111.68, we are upwards, and that is on the weekly point of view. We need to check the monthly. So on the monthly, there's something interesting. We have this candle. Which is a bullish continuation candle. This candle here, we have this candle, bullish continuation candle. Then we also have another bullish continuation candle. Then we had this candle here. So on the monthly chart, something is significant. We are actually seeing an inside bar, and should push the price upwards towards this resistance here. So we say that on this screenshot, we should say that on the monthly chart we have an bullish inside bar, and should push the price upwards towards which price? Towards 116.99, towards 116.99. So there's one thing that we need to check here, that we have this line here, this resistance line. This is a resistance line. Price went down, came back to the same place. Therefore we want price to clearly ascend above it like this. Then we expect a retracement back to the same place, or something like this. Then it should proceed upwards. So the best place to actually buy this pair is after it has gone beyond this line, 113.68. So we write that down, that on the monthly chart, the same monthly chart, we are waiting, we are waiting for price to break above 113.68 to pick a buy position towards 116.99. So that's enough for USDJPY. We need to check weekly. Weekly chart, we still have the same buy. We are still within the buyer's territory. So we had a line here, we had a line there, and then we also had a line on top here. So these lines still remain the same. We bought here, and we also bought here, and we didn't buy here, although it was a buy. So this is still indicating that we are upward. As long as we are still above everything, we are upwards. So weekly chart, we are upwards towards 116.99. Now we're done with the currencies. We've looked at the three main ones. We now go to SP 500. So on this one also, we want to use an indicator, which is here. So far on the monthly chart, we are upward. You can see a spike upwards, then remove auto scroll, there's a move up, then a correction, a move up, then a correction, then we moved up, there's a correction, then we moved up, a correction, then there's another move up, then there's this massive correction. So this is still upwards. We have a line here, then we also have another one to the lower side. Then we want to mark this, the entire zone from 2634.0 to 2587.9. this is a buy place. So we need to write that on the monthly chart we have a good buy from the monthly support, 2587.7 to 2634.0. So you're looking at this side at the moment, then this the best place to buy from. There's this support, price went up, then it should come back to the same place. So despite the fact that this was a bullish, bearish engulfing candle, we actually still expect a move upwards. So you're likely to see a drop towards the tail of the previous month's lowest low, which is here, 2604.0. so because of this engulfing candle, the price may come to this place, 2604.8, which is also a very good buy place from the monthly point of view. So that is enough for monthly. We check also for weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we still have the same line still holding well, still a very good buy place. We still expect to buy from 2604. So we write on the weekly chart, we are looking for a buy from, we are looking for a good buy from 2604.0. and that is it for SP500. We now go to gold. Gold is here. We check the real chart, we see if we have anything for gold. So we start from the monthly, since we are starting the month. So on the monthly chart, we have actually this line here, which appears to make some sense for me. A support, then it was not used properly, but then it's still a support. Then we have this line here, a support, broken, price should come back to the same place. Then we look for a sell from the level 1242.31. so we get rid of these two, delete, and then we also delete this. So what we're waiting for now is for the price to come back to this place, then it should proceed downwards towards this one, and then also towards this one. These are basically support. So we write that on gold monthly chart gold, we are looking at a sell from 1242.31 with the first take profit at 1242. Sorry, it should be 1149.36, and then next at 1061.31. These are the main lines. We are selling from 1242.31, and then the first take profit should be for 1149.36. then the next take profit should be at 1061.31, and then we proceed to the next one, which is the weekly chart. For that, the same commodity. So on the weekly chart, this one should shift slightly higher. Here we have this support broken, price should come back to the same place. 1246.26 is where we are going to sell it from. Then we'll have our take profit here, then the next one on this one. So you're looking at the weekly chart, the best place to sell from. Let's mark that like that. We also have to mark it clean like that. So the best place from the weekly point of view is 1246.28 with the first take profit here 1136.06, then the next one 1056.97. so we write from the weekly chart, we're looking at a sell from 1246.28 with the first take profit at 1132.06, and the next take profit at 1056.97. So we don't want to go much into this weekly is enough. We are actually basing on the monthly trades now, because we are just beginning the month. So we've looked at weekly and monthly. We now go to the last one, which is Brent oil. So also this one is start from the monthly. If you look at this thing from the monthly point of view, the indicators are actually showing you a buy, but then we have this massive engulfing candle on the monthly point of view. So could this mean that the price is going downwards? Maybe, but we have to draw some lines here. We have this line, then we also, let's check, delete this, then we also have this support. So the immediate lines you are seeing, we have 73.78, then you also have another immediate line which is 68.08. These are the two main ones. So on the weekly chart, monthly chart, look for this level 73.78 and also 68.80. So monthly chart, we have two lines. Which is 73.78 and 68.80. These are good buy places. Then we go to the next one, which is weekly. We want to check from the weekly if you can find the same piece of information. So on the weekly we have this line here which is holding, then you also have another upper one here. You're looking at the weekly chart, then the best thing to do is to wait for price around 70.621, and that we say that from the weekly chart we're looking for a good buy from 70.21. So basically this means the price should come down like this before eventually proceeding upwards like this. So the indicators, if you look properly, the indicator, this moving average, the 52 moving average is below where price is, and also we have the MACD being above 0.00. So as long as the MACD are above 0.00 and we have the moving average below where price is, we still expect a move upwards. So we need to say that as long as the bars of MACD are above 0.00 and the moving average is below where price is currently, we are holding on to buyers. So I hope that should make some sense now. So far we've looked at all of whatever we wanted to look at. We had EURUSD, we are monthly looking at a sell. Then GBPUSD, we are also looking at a sell from the monthly candle. Then USDJPY, there's a bullish inside bar on the monthly chart. SP 500, we are looking for a buy monthly. Then gold, we are looking for a sell on the monthly chart, but then it has to hit this resistance line. Then Brent oil, we are also looking at a good buy place. So that is it for today. We meet again tomorrow the same time for the analysis for tomorrow. Maybe we may want to expand on what we just looked at. This one we will now look for specific places. We want now to recommend that you're supposed to buy from this line, sell from this line, although all this has been mentioned also on this review. So that is enough for today. We meet again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you very much.